Hey, have you been enjoying the Year Is podcast? You want more of the Year Is podcast? Well, I feel like you might not know. We have a Patreon, which means every week there is an extra episode on there. And for as little as £3 a month, the price of a small coffee at Starbucks, you can get that episode. So sign up today at patreon.com/theyearispod. And if you don't, I have gambling debts. They will break my legs. Enjoy the episode.
The Year Is with Red and Bobby.
Welcome to the Year Is podcast.
Why are you touching your microphone like that?
Because it makes it just better for the intro.
Okay.
It means I care. A podcast where every episode, me and comedian Bobby Mair go back to a year in history and look at some of the weirdest, most crazy, fucked up things that happened that year. Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Red.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, I just...
You're stressed. Something's pissed on your sofa.
Yeah, no, we don't
Your
know.
house is a tip.
My house is not... No, a dog may or may not have pissed on my sofa, so I had to smell it.
And Bobby was... I arrived and Bobby was just touching the sofa and then sniffing his finger.
Well, trying to figure out if it was piss. We could have got...
What else is it?
Well, it's like you said to Jody, do you want to lick the sofa? And then I said to see if it tastes like his childhood breakfast, you know? Like, does this... It's like we need to figure out... We need to figure out...
What was your favourite breakfast as a child, Jody?
Well, they told him it was apple juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do drink a lot of apple juice.
Do
or
you?
what I believe
Yeah.
is apple juice. But I always used to I used to eat Frosties and cereal dry because I didn't like them wet with the milk. But maybe I just should have tried piss instead. That might have worked.
Maybe you should have. Did you used to go to public toilets and think it was an apple juice factory? You thought it was like you'd been locked in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
This is when he was 17, though.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
like... Jody at 17 is most kids at 4.
Jody just comes out with a cup in a Glastonbury Portaloo and goes, what you got there, Jody? Oh, it's apple juice. Oh, no. I did a gig last week. Catherine Henson, good comedian, great lady.
Okay.
She said to me, and I thought me and her were friends. We get on well.
I thought you were friends.
Yeah. She said, I like you because I like Bobby. And if you hang out with Bobby, you must be all right. And I was like, I thought we'd built up the same amount of relationship as...
I've given my friendship with Catherine a lot of
And then
work.
she went, maybe it's a Canadian-American thing. And I went, I'm half American. She went, oh.
I really like this. That's
Yeah,
good.
it was weird.
I'm making you friends by default.
She was like, there must be some symbiotic thing because you wouldn't hang out, so that's why I like you. I'm like, I spent the last couple of years chatting to you at gigs.
Well, you're not giving what I'm giving, apparently.
No, clearly not.
Apparently, you're not leaving much of an impression.
Well, I'm not at all.
What could you do better in your acquaintances to make them into friendships?
I don't know. I thought we were friends so I need to have
Well, you
a big
weren't.
thing.
You're not. That's what's clear.
Well, no.
So you're not friends. You thought you were
I
friends.
book her. We do the Camden gig together quite a lot. I book her like 4 or 5 times. She's come and done it.
Again, it hasn't stuck in her mind, clearly. So let's go in and think about it. Now,
Yeah.
your acquaintances with these people who you thought were your friends, that's sad.
That's just one.
But, well, I'm going to say there's probably more. But let's assume that there's lots. What kind of small talk are you usually bringing?
I just say, well, actually, we did. We had a long chat about how much I hated the comedy industry, and then she went on and had a really rough gig because my chi had like gone over to her.
So, do you think possibly like when what you bring to people is complaining, and they don't know you very well, that they don't necessarily. It doesn't necessarily make people feel bonded.
Well, yeah,
to you as a friend, it just makes you leave, and they think, "Oh, that guy's upset." And then the next time they see you, they think he's still pretty upset.
Well, how many times have you met Catherine? Are you friends with her? How did you?
Listen, I didn't know I was that good of friends with her, but clearly I've left an impression you haven't. So what I know what I've said.
The live show was great last week, wasn't it, Bobby? Friday, our live show we did on Friday that's just gone.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a good time, wasn't it?
Why are you saying that?
Because you didn't show up. I'm preempting. In 2 days' time, we got a live show. When you're hearing this, it will have gone. Bobby cancelled.
So you're now just distracting.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm
But
doing.
why? But I'm saying you said why?
If we want to do a deep dive into people's personalities,
You hate a deep dive, but without openness, Red, there's no friendship.
you're gigging in a cave, aren't you? And you did actually tell me about the cave a few months ago,
Mm.
saying that you loved this cave and you always wanted to gig there.
It's
It's an interesting story. Tell the audience.
I'm doing a gig. Well, I will have done it in Wookiee Hole.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah, actually like they call it the biggest hole in the UK.
Okay.
I would say when you go into it, it is a cave. I don't understand the term hole being used.
Yeah.
But it's a cave and there's like a river in it, and you walk around and you look at it.
Can you swim in the river?
I think you can. They don't just let anyone go swimming in the river because it's a river in a cave with some sharp rocks. But I think you can like scuba dive.
Oh, nice. And so someone went, let's do a comedy show here.
Yeah, so there's a comedy show at the hole.
The acoustics are going to be crazy.
Here's the thing. It's not actually in the hole, I found out.
Okay.
I took the gig thinking it was in the hole.
Mhm.
In fact, it's in a building near Hole.
So near Hull.
No, the hole. It's
Okay.
near the hole.
Okay. So it's not anything to do with the hole.
Well, it is. It's beside the hole. It's technically at the hole's
Okay.
residence. It's at the address of the hole.
Are you going to get to go and see the hole again?
I very much hope I can see the hole at night. I've never seen the hole. I've only seen the hole in the day. I'd like to see hole at night. Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a good gig. Well,
Yeah.
when this comes out, you will have done it already.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I gotta say, no, I hate that you just couldn't handle saying, why? You couldn't have that moment, that small moment of self-reflection, thinking, oh, why are we, maybe,
I've got enough friends.
oh, interesting.
I've got enough friends as it is. I don't need Catherine Henson.
I probably met her less than you.
Way less.
Yeah, I think
Well, guess what? She won't be booked for my gig again.
I think I've met her like 5-6 times.
I'm going to use my power to blacklist her from my Wednesday night Camden shows. That, if you
Really?
listen to this, you can come to for free. Why did you eat dried cereal, Jody?
Because I didn't like how soggy they went in the milk.
Yeah, but that's only if you leave it overnight.
No, it goes soggy pretty quickly.
Does it?
Yeah.
Cocoa Pops still have their crunch? So you just
No.
eat dried cereal?
Yeah. My friends thought I was very strange.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
meal.
As breakfast,
What do you have for
Yeah.
breakfast now as an adult?
Frosties with milk. I've
He
grown up.
matured to milk.
Yeah.
Frosties.
Or
Do you ever
whatever
go,
cereal I can grab.
they're great.
That's the start of Jody's day.
Frosties.
I have shreddies covered in sugar. It's very different. Actually, today I had a smoothie.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you've been having a few of them.
Fuck yeah, I love it. Banana,
Banana.
strawberries,
Yep.
yogurt,
Very healthy.
dog piss. I call
Apple
it the
juice.
Jody. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm channeling my inner Jody.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to go back to 1872?
Why 1872? You chose the year this.
I didn't actually. Jody put it in a
Josie.
WhatsApp group saying this looks interesting. So, listeners, you're in for a treat because it is. Because the Mary Celeste. You know about this?
The Mary Celeste.
Mhm.
I don't like people that have two first names.
Why?
Mary Celeste.
No,
Because
it's a boat.
Yeah, I get that it's a boat, but I bet it's based on a person.
No, that would have been name and then surname.
What's her
Mary
name?
Ce- Mary
Celeste Mary.
Celeste. Mary Celeste.
Like Mary. Yeah, but those are two first names.
No, it's not. Celeste can be a surname.
Can it?
I'm sure it can. Let me
How do you know
Google.
that?
Because it doesn't sound too ridiculous.
It does. Celeste is
If
a
you
name.
met someone and they said, my name's Michael Celeste, you wouldn't go, hang on a minute.
But Celeste is a woman's name.
Celeste surname. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Ooh, Latin origin, meaning heavenly. Yeah, it's a name or a surname from Latin.
From
Heaven-
Latin.
Heavenly or celestial. So, Mary Celeste was a ship
Okay.
that was found floating along in the sea
As
by
if-
another ship.
Sure.
They went on board. It's completely empty, but it's completely stocked. There's no one on there, but it's just floating. And to this day, nobody knows what happened to the crew. Ooh.
Was that your WhatsApp?
Yeah, from one of my friends.
You're trying to tell a fucking ghost story.
From my WhatsApp.
And you get a WhatsApp
Wait, let me get off my
from
WhatsApp.
an acquaintance who you call a friend.
But so they found her, which is what they call ships.
Ships are always women.
Women. Yeah, they found her. And they were found by De Gracia. By the way,
By who, sorry?
De Gracia, which is another ship,
Okay.
Canadian brigantine called De Gracia. I listened to a podcast to try and research for this one.
We've got to...
It was
We've got
so
to stop
shit.
telling
No.
people-
I
Just
know.
reporting back other podcasts,
This
Fred. It's
is- no.
insane. No, it's insane because every week you say, I listen to this podcast. This podcast is now just becoming the vomit of another podcast.
Wow. Let me tell you this, and this is why I brought
You've
it
got
up.
to just like...
Let me tell you why I brought it up. This podcast was so shit and so annoying, and they did stupid voices. There was 4 of them. They were trying to make jokes, and I just listened and went, this is awful. And so even though we are not great,
We
we're
are
a lot
great.
better than what's out there.
Okay.
And don't let
So you didn't get any facts
Fucking
from this podcast?
Apple try and tell you otherwise. We're a good show. Keep listening. It was awful. It's like 4 of them doing jokes and like just the worst, lamest. They weren't getting any facts out. It wasn't like, I know we've had our beefs in the past, but Dan Carlin sort of knows what he's doing slightly, where you can kind of get some info. Dan Jones, another one, a contemporary of ours, kind of knows what he's doing as well.
David Attenborough.
Well, he does animals.
Yeah, but
We
so
don't-
do we sometimes.
This isn't what
An
animal
animal.
is this?
We did a fucking monkey on roller skates, so
Yeah, did we? I don't remember.
I made that up.
Yeah, so you're lying. Anyway, Bobby, what would you do if you found an empty ship? What do you think happened to Mary Celeste? Give
If
us
I found a ship that was full of shit with no people on it,
Mhm. You'd live on it.
it would be my ship. I'd be like, this is the best day of my life. I
Yeah.
wouldn't tell anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you got to think, was it haunted? Where did they all go?
Yeah. Well, there's one theory that the ship that found the Mary Celeste
Killed.
actually just killed everyone and went, oh, how random, there was no one on it.
I would say that
Ooh.
is the most plausible
Why
explanation.
do you have cut knuckles and blood all over your feet?
Yeah, it's like somebody's like, oh, I found this dead body in my house.
Mhm.
Yeah, you killed the person probably. Usually the person who finds the body did it.
Yeah. The captain's crew and personal belongings were completely undisturbed. No one on board was ever seen or heard from again.
But all of this story is from the people who found the ship, right?
Yeah, because you go, which pirates are going to fucking rob them and then take nothing? Like, you don't just go onto a ship, kill everyone, and not take the alcohol and food. Especially not if you're out at sea, because provisions are needed. Jody would be great at sea. Just throw some cornflakes at him once a week. He likes them dry.
Eat them off the deck, Jody. You could have some seawater in your
You can have
cornflakes
some
if you
apple
want.
juice from Captain Bobby.
Yeah.
Neil.
Not Neil. Kneel
Well, it's a
before
hierarchy. We haven't had any proper water for days. We're going a bit mad.
Kneel before your captain for breakfast. Why does he get to drink all the water and piss in our mouths? We can drink some of the water. No. I'm the captain. I drink the water. I piss in your mouth.
I've got the stupid hat, therefore I get to do all the stuff.
Yeah. We're the ones that actually know how to fucking make the ship work. I piss in your mouths.
Yeah, when you get a hat like this, you get to piss in my mouth.
Yeah.
Until that day.
Someone takes my hat. Oh, fuck. All right. Damn it. Give me my hat back. No. Stop pissing on me. Stop it.
Yeah, so there is that. They think so. It was going from New York to Genoa on November 7th.
Where's
And-
Genoa?
Italy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, quite a trip for 1872. You know, you think like New York to Genoa now would be kind of stressful, wouldn't it?
On a boat, yeah.
Well, on a plane even. So it's a fucking nightmare out there.
Well, I think it's probably months on a boat, 10 hours on a plane.
Yeah, no, but I just mean airport, everything is hell. Have you tried to get on a plane recently?
Yeah, it's a lot like sea travel in
No, it's
the
horrible.
19th century.
It just seems worse. I think we come back from Corona and everything just seems to be performed at a lesser standard.
Yeah,
than it was.
life is definitely worse now.
Yeah, do you not feel that people are worse at stuff?
But do you know what we're missing out on?
What?
The thing that's much better
Mm.
is people post-pandemic get to work from home.
That's good.
That's a game changer for so many people.
Yeah.
2 hours a day, not on public transport.
Oh, it's so good.
Like, you're not having to make small talk with a bunch of fucking lame
Mm-hmm.
acquaintances who think they're friends at work.
Yeah.
You're not, at most, you just see those names. People. Also, if you're working, if someone needs something in an office, they're coming up to you and saying, I need this. Whereas when you're working from home, they just send you an email saying, I need this. So they're not interrupting you.
No.
And you're able to,
But then people don't meet people and stuff, I suppose. But then
who
wants
have
to
you
meet
met people? Who wants to meet people?
Yeah, it's true, actually. The offices are awful and they have some leaderboard.
But we haven't benefited from that at all because we already worked from home.
Well, no, because
We work in comedy clubs, but then our days are at home.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect our days at all.
We need the people.
We need the people.
Yeah, I suppose if you're sat and they go, oh, well, you miss out on the social side. But most people at home going, I know everyone in that office and they're fucking dicks.
Yes.
I don't want to see them. Crap chat. How was your weekend? Just a few pints of meat. Oh, God, shoot me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked as admin staff in quite a few offices and it was not good. By the way, on my way here, a man sat next to me on the bus and ate fried chicken and it was fucking disgusting.
Just because he
Not even McDonald's. It was like gross. This is, it's not even 1 o'clock in
Did
the
he
afternoon.
offer you any?
No, the smell was so hideous. Like proper, when you see those like kebab places, chicken places, and you go, you only get people at 1 a.m.,
Yes.
Not this guy.
That guy was there
It was
when
lunch.
the door opened.
Yeah. Lunch.
Was he sucking his fingers?
Yeah, and he's like, had it like this, was like leaning over to eat it because there was still some shame.
I really like that.
But the whole bus stank. It like wafted it throughout the whole bus.
And you were sitting right beside him.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
But have you ever eaten chicken on a bus?
No. I've eaten a McDonald's on a train, but that's different because it doesn't smell half as bad as the fried chicken.
I'm not sure if that's true. I think when you want McDonald's smells great. But I think when you don't
there's nothing as bad
I
as
think
that.
when you don't want McDonald's, it does.
Have you ever gotten like fried chicken from somewhere that's not McDonald's late at night and woken up in your house the next day?
Yes.
You need to fumigate the place.
The same is true of McDonald's.
It's like an
though.
oil spill. No, McDonald's isn't. It really isn't. It's terrible, but it's not nearly on a par with those.
Okay.
I just don't believe.
On a par, yeah.
But they could have found that bus empty with just the chicken bones. And they go, what happened? They go, well, this disgusting man got off. So maybe that's what happened with the Mary Celeste.
Somebody ate.
Fried chicken, everyone just jumped overboard because it stank so much.
No, I really think the crew of the other ship killed those people.
So the De Gracia floated it into Gibraltar. Said, oh, we just found this abandoned, spooky ship. Which is what, I suppose you can say.
But they didn't get to keep the ship, did they?
No, and someone ended up buying it.
Okay.
And then tried to do an insurance job on it. And crashed it off the shores of Gibraltar.
But they got caught.
And got caught.
Fuck.
Yeah. Got any theories on it, Jody? Seeing as this is the year that you picked.
I think it must be paranormal, to be honest, because I don't get why they didn't loot it. I didn't get why everything was still
So you
intact.
don't think the shit they found it could have just killed them all?
And then just doing a really long prank and then not taking anything because people there just
I know
looted
what you mean.
ships. So
you think it must be? What if they all went pool party and everyone jumped into the sea and they thought there was one guy on? They went, "Oh, why are you here? You're meant to be."
That would be an embarrassing way to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone just jumps into the sea because it's hot.
Because people can tread water for a lot longer than they think they can.
It's horrible.
So treading water in the ocean, because you're not just going to let yourself drown, but you're also just going to what, am I going to tread water here for a day and then drown?
I watched a documentary about this guy who was on a trip with his mates, and he got up in the middle of the night to piss or something, and he just tripped and fell into the sea, and just couldn't get back on the boat. And then, obviously, they don't check on him till 9 hours later, and he was just in the water for 48 hours, shark infested. He said at one point they came looking for him, and he was waving, and they stopped, his friends. And then they just sped off because they couldn't see him. And at night, he was getting butted by sharks underneath him and stuff like that.
But he lived.
Yeah, and he finally got found.
That is.
Yeah, fucked. Horrendous.
So did he eat anything? Or he's just
Yeah,
treading water?
he'd just grab hold of turtles and eat them like they were chicken, Bobby.
That'd be great.
What
I'd
do you
bite
mean?
the head
Did
off
he
a
eat
fucking
anything?
turtle. You catch a
You slippery fish.
catch a fish with your
I
hands and
suppose
bite
I'm
its
a
head off.
shark now. Is that-
Yeah, well, I actually read that we humans evolved from sharks.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. I read it, so it's true.
Where did you read it?
In the news,
On a toilet.
in the news, humans evolved from sharks.
I don't think we did. It'd be interesting to see if
We all evolved from the same.
how quickly you'd become something like that if you were in the water. You go, fucking, there's a turtle. I've got to swim underneath it and try and bite it.
I would.
Yeah, I know you would after an hour.
Yeah, within an hour, I'd be eating a
you could
fucking
be
raw
full.
turtle.
You'd be peckish and you'd be eating a raw turtle. I just fancied a snack. It's like, Bobby, we've been here you just had lunch.
I'm not one of these people. I actually like very well cooked meat.
Yeah.
The other day, in my smoothie, I thought I'm gonna eat a raw egg. That's what fucking people do.
Yeah,
get
yeah,
ripped.
yeah.
So I put a raw egg in my smoothie, and then every drink of the smoothie just tasted like slimy egg.
Yeah.
And for the whole day, I felt like I was gonna puke.
There's people who like put garlic in there. It's like 5 garlic cloves
Oh,
in their green machines.
what
You
a
just
horrible
down it.
start to the day.
Yeah, it's not
I
like that's not
stink of
living.
garlic.
You get to live to do that again. Is that
Yeah.
worth it? I don't think so. You're just prolonging the whole thing. There was another thing about boats. These people who like they sail people's yachts for them. So I figure I want my yacht to be in Miami. So take it from wherever to Miami, you know.
Yeah.
And so they chartered someone's yacht, and there was a huge storm. And the driver of the yacht was drunk, and he crashed into some rocks or something during the storm. So they all like had to get on these inflatable boats and stuff, and they're all then that they were out for 5 days. 2 men on the boat started drinking salt water and went insane. Great whites circling them because they're off the coast of Florida. And obviously, when a boat crashes, all the food
Goes into the
goes
water.
into server. All the sharks go, "What's here?" And this man was like, "I'm gonna go get some more alcohol and cigarettes from the shop," because he'd gone mad. And he just jumped into the water. They watched him get ripped apart by sharks. And then another one just as well, like 2 days later, just jumped into. Eaten by great whites. The women survived. Not good. I hope that fate didn't befall the Mary Celeste. But Jody has got a point. Why would you just
So
kill
there's
them all?
there's no alternative theories.
Well, that's one of them.
You haven't listened to a podcast about the
No,
alternative
because it was
theories
so
of the Mary
fucking annoying. There
Celeste.
was 4 of them, and they were doing shit jokes, and it was like banterous. It was horrible. And I realised, why am I listening to a lesser version of my own show I'm going to create tomorrow?
I did wonder maybe if it was someone's birthday, they went for a big birthday swim and there was a shark. And there's one your big fear, just a shark
What, the
ate
shark ate
everyone.
all of them? No,
Yeah.
because there's loads of people on the ship.
Big mouth.
It was a big party.
I think that most theories just say that Gracia, that they just went and fucking killed him. They also say that Captain Briggs, which I don't know, this is slanderous to me, but he slaughtered everyone on board and then killed himself in a fit of religious mania.
But that's a theory.
Yeah, and also the guy who did it ended up getting confronted by Briggs's descendants, and he had to apologize and withdrew the theory in a later edition of his book. I love that you can just start. You never met someone just start throwing shit at their character.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he may have killed everybody. And then, excuse me, what the fuck did you say about my great-grandfather? Okay, I take back that your great-grandfather's a fucking murderer. I actually had no evidence. I was just conjuring up ideas.
I had a book to sell.
Yeah.
It's either Elon Musk of his day. He
What
was
do you
like
mean?
he was accusing that kind of those kids that got stuck in the cave. Elon Musk was just saying, was it either the teacher or the rescuer was a paedophile?
Oh
Just
yeah,
out
that
of
was
nowhere.
great. Yeah, he tweeted going, "You're a paedophile," because they wouldn't use his drill.
Yeah, I
I like that bit. There's another theory that they got on a lifeboat because there was some steam coming from the ship, and they all got on this lifeboat and like sailed off, and then the lifeboat just fucking. But take some stuff with you. Wouldn't you take some snacks, some crisps, olives? You know.
It's hard to know.
Last thing you need actually at sea is salty snacks.
That would be horrible.
Imagine if you have no water and all you've got is salt, vinegar,
a bag of peanuts.
Your mouth's just like fucking
So dry.
just so dry. Bobby just eating his turtle in the end.
Biting, sucking on the shell for nutrients. Elon Musk has finally said he's buying Twitter.
But is that I kind of like when...
No, he's buying Twitter. I think
I thought he was just messing around and trolling.
Elon Musk is buying Twitter. He's spending $44 billion
I know.
on a website that I have never bought anything from.
No, but you will. There will be so much
Nope.
data and advertising.
I have spent thousands of hours looking at Twitter. Never have I bought anything from it. Never have I. The ads on Twitter are weird. I've never clicked on a sponsored post on Twitter. I don't know how Twitter's making any money. It literally feels like taking $44 billion and putting it into a blender.
Yeah, but it's also like you want to own the cesspit, you know?
I guess what he gets out of it...
See that angry swamp? That's mine.
He gets power because now he is in charge of the discourse that drives the media. And he has a seat at the table. So he's kind of saying, hey, you don't want me to let Trump back on Twitter? Well, then you look at Tesla and you give us a bit better of a deal.
Of course, yeah.
With government subsidies, or else Big Donnie's going to come back and he's going to start saying what he thinks again.
And you can start pushing narratives, controlling what people think. There'll be loads of like Elon Musk's 12-inch penis and stuff. You just start seeing
I'm
that.
going to get an ad. Do you want a cock like Elon?
But no, he could push it. It's and you just control what's allowed to be said.
Elon's taking Twitter private, which I like. No, it's not a public company anymore. He could just craft it in his vision.
Well, hopefully that's what kills it, because it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
We've said this many times, but I see people over 50 on there who've already made their money, and they sit there and you go, what are you doing?
Oh, my God, you're a 55-year-old and you have slightly more conservative views than an 18-year-old. What a shock.
Yeah.
One of you must be very right and one of you must be very wrong.
But let's spend all day on it.
Yeah, not the fact that both of you are just at a point in your life where your opinion on the world is different. But that's not right or wrong. Old people's opinions of the world are like, it's a scary place, it won't change. We just got to take what we have and hold on to it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's boring. And young people are like, hey, we need to fucking build this world in our image. And it's like, yeah, good fucking luck with that.
Yeah.
So it's like...
It's a bizarre... Do you know someone just tweets and you go, what are you doing? You know what I mean? When it's not a joke, when they go, I think, and you go, you just had a thought and you thought, I'm going to tell strangers.
I love when you see, like, Twitter now shows me what people like.
Oh, I love that.
It'll be like, this guy likes this guy's tweet. And you're like, why are you...
You start seeing people going, ooh.
It's insane. Or it'll say, this person follows this person. I'm like, they don't... Listen, I follow people.
I follow loads.
Because I hate them.
Yeah.
I don't want Twitter going around being like Bobby Mair follows the NRA. It's like, I follow the NRA to see what they're up to. I want to keep my eye on them.
Well, there was all the people who did like the Nazi checker. Do you remember that a few years ago when they're like, anyone who likes... So you can block anyone who likes a certain thing.
But I want
to see it.
Yeah, keep my eye on it. If you just get people out, they're still going to be in their world recruiting people.
Yeah, and they'll be like, we don't need to humanize these people. It's like, no, that's exactly what we do.
Yeah,
let's humanize people again, for God's sake.
Yeah, you're a human being.
I'm a human being,
one with many acquaintances.
Well, I don't know. My WhatsApp's probably gone mad since I've switched it off.
Hey, Red, is this you?
I'll have.
Hey, is this Red?
I've got stuff to do.
Hey, Red, we met a while ago. I don't know if you remember. Of course I remember. You're my best friend. You still thinking about the people on the Mary Celeste? You're thinking the people on the Mary Celeste. Maybe they just were never on the ship.
What do you mean they someone did the rope?
Maybe they just pushed the ship.
So they were all about to get on and someone cut the rope at the shore and it started floating. They went, oh, fuck. And then they were all so embarrassed. They went, and they all turned and go, you know what? I hate my wife. And I hate my husband. I hate my job. Well, maybe we just start again.
This is our way out.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the 2 towns over and start again.
So maybe we should just push this podcast studio out to sea.
The studio?
Yeah, and then they find it floating. They go, but there was no Red and Jody. And we could all start fresh again.
Well,
with a new
I'm in
podcast.
the studio?
Hmm?
I'm in the studio?
Yeah,
You said there's no Red and Jody. It implies I'm there.
you and Bobby as well. No Bobby. But everyone would go, the captain went mad and killed everyone in a religious fit.
I don't know if everyone might say the first mate went mad, Red.
I don't have that. I don't have that vibe.
The fact that you're fine with being the first mate is pathetic. You should always want to be the captain. You should never say, yes, I'm the first mate.
Oh.
Jody's the rat catcher on the ship.
I want to go in the nest. Can't I be the nest guy?
No, you're the guy in the Jody. Every ship has rats, and if those rats get out of hand, they eat our food. So we need somebody to eat the rats, and that's where you come in handy.
We use him to lure prey, and we use him as bait.
Yeah.
So we hold him, and then when a dolphin comes to grab him, we just pull him up, and they miscalculate, jump on the ship, and then Bobby beats them to death with a cricket bat.
We eat that dolphin.
And we eat the dolphin.
Yeah.
Might be a bit wet for you, though, Jody.
Yeah.
You ever eaten a dolphin before?
You ever been underwater?
I have. I'm not eating dolphin. They've eaten shark. That's horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Where was this?
Just at my friend's place for dinner.
Where's your friend? Fucking Elon Musk.
His mum was just like, really kind of.
His mum runs the
experimental cook.
Illuminati.
Yeah, no, you can get shark.
Did she ever make you eat an owl?
No, I've never eaten.
Where
owl.
you can get shark? What where?
From the shop.
What here?
Yeah, this was in London, in England. Like, it must have been 20-something years ago.
Google it, Red.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this.
I
think you're part of some satanic cult, Jody.
Jody would be part of a satanic cult, though, and not know it was a satanic cult.
Yeah, you just go, everyone eats shark. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Everybody puts on a robe and
you eat the shark and then you hit the owl with the hammer and then everyone chants. You've never done that before?
Mommy and Daddy feed you to a bear, and if you live, you get to be their son. And if you don't live, then you were never a son to begin with.
I watched Jaws 3D the other day in the cinema, and Richard Dreyfuss goes in the shark cage, and I thought that is something I would actually really like to do. I thought of you, Red, because I think we need to do a group outing to a shark cage? Yeah, into a shark cage.
South Africa.
Yeah, on Patreon. That'll be what the Patreons
That'll
get.
be fucking horrific, but good. Best shark steak near me, Billingsgate Fish Market. What? Are you serious?
People are eating sharks, Red. You had no idea. I didn't know either.
It's horrible though. It's very
shark steaks.
tough
What does it
steak.
taste like?
Like a very tough fishy steak. Yeah, it was rough. I couldn't eat it.
The advances in human, what we've done is the fact that Jody has eaten a shark. Imagine telling a shark he's eaten one of you.
No, I didn't even eat it. I was served it. I refused to eat it. So
you had one bite.
If I don't like,
is it really
I can't
fishy?
Eat it. But it's really tough. I remember that.
Tough on the old teeth.
And just chewy, and if I don't like something, I can't eat it. I can't eat it out of politeness.
You say, have you got any cereal instead?
Excuse me.
Some Frosties,
no, this
please.
is great, but can we have my Frosties dessert first? Yeah. I love this, but Frosties would be great. Actually, no, I'll eat them off the ground. No bowl necessary. Pour them on the ground like you would a dog treat. Hey, we have a new sponsor this week. It's DBT UK. If you don't know what DBT is, it's a form of therapy that really helped my life. A few years ago, I had a complete mental breakdown. I was running around a fucking roundabout screaming. I was crying randomly. I was suicidal. I tried everything. And then I went and I did DBT, and it changed my fucking life. It was originally developed for people with borderline personality disorder, but they figured out that it works for lots of people, anyone really that is struggling with emotional dysregulation. If you can't control your emotions or your behaviors, this can really work for you. So I would really 100% recommend it. If you want to just message me and ask if you're going through something, message me and I can tell you how it worked for me. If you want to just email them, then email info@dbt-uk.co.uk. And if you mention the promo code YEARIS, you will get half off on your initial assessment. It's a really worthwhile form of therapy that I cannot recommend enough.
Women's suffrage. In defiance of the law, American suffragist Susan B Anthony.
Suffragette.
No, suffragist. So
Who are the what?
it says suffragist. Yeah,
It's singular.
yeah,
Suffragist.
thank you.
suffragettes.
Suffragettes are the group. Suffragist is one of them.
I feel like if I was a lady fighting for lady rights, I would say I'm a suffragette.
No, you'd say I'm a suffragist.
That
Oh
is.
no, you'd say I'm a suffragette because part of the group, but individually talking about them as suffragist.
That's. I don't agree to disagree.
Jody, what
Yeah,
do you think?
I'm the one that said suffragist
Yeah.
is singular.
No, I
suffragettes
agree to
plural.
disagree with both of you.
Okay.
Agree
She
to be
votes
wrong
for the
then.
first time on November 18. She served an arrest warrant and in the subsequent trial is fined $100, which she never pays.
What did she do, sorry?
She voted.
Oh, yes, that woman actually died before women got the vote.
Yeah. But
I've
she
read
got
about
to
her.
vote because she broke the law.
She's a very impressive woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'd be funny if she voted like really like fucking Hitler or something.
Listen, we don't need to go into her politics.
We don't want to ask what she actually voted for.
Women have got the vote, and it didn't go the way
No.
anyone expected.
No. But yeah, so she and she got what I like is she got charged $100 and she just never paid it.
Yeah.
She was a Quaker, which my family started the Quakers many hundred years ago. Direct lineage to the kings of the Quakers. The Fox
Kings.
family, yeah.
Your direct lineage to the people who started the Quakers.
Yes, I am.
I don't know. I know Nixon was a Quaker.
Yeah.
You said that.
One
like,
of my subjects.
Yeah. Okay. So, what? If you have such intimate knowledge of the Quakers, what are the Quakers like? What are they exactly?
Respect is what we believe in.
You don't know anything about the
believe in-
Quakers.
we
You know
believe in
nothing about the
respect.
Quakers.
Equality, tax cuts for the rich.
I think.
we hate tube drivers.
Okay. The Quakers
I'm
sound a
thinking of
lot
the
like
conservatives.
Liz Truss's government.
No, so there was a big family event because my great auntie wrote a book on how we are directly related to the start of the Quakers, and we had a big day, and there's a big family tree that went back hundreds of years. Who's at the bottom of it? Only me.
Okay.
God's children.
But what? Who are the Quakers?
We're like a sect of religious people. I'm just it's just something my family did.
So are they Christians?
Yeah, Jody.
Red doesn't know anything. He just knows the word Quaker.
I know, but because I spent a day going through it. You know, when your parents are like, this is so cool, and you can just shut down and stop.
You didn't listen to any. You thought, when will I ever need this?
It's a joke. Of course I know what it is. It's like historically Protestant Christian set of denominations.
You're
that
reading
form
it.
this religious-
You're
religious-
so pathetic.
You know, I'm just throwing that into conversation. So George Fox, who's my great.
You're Googling George Fox.
No, but the Fox family. I told you this before, didn't I? I mentioned it. He is like my great granddad.
Okay.
So
And what about him?
he started the Quakers. He
You're
was
reading?
the top guy.
Okay. Anything else?
English
about him?
dissenter, co-founder of the Religious Society of Friends, also known as Quakers. So we're all about friends. And that's what's funny about today.
Yes, because you are an acquaintance, not a friend.
No, I'm part of the Religious Society. My family invented the Religious Society of Friends.
Yes.
And that's why when Catherine Henson said that to me, it hurt.
But up until today, you have rejected your Quaker heritage, and because of that, you are incapable of making friends.
I don't think that's true.
So you thought you were friends, turns out you were acquaintances, but now I think Quakerism,
Quakerism.
the Quakers can guide you
Yeah.
to a new place in your life. The Quakers
Mm-hmm.
can teach you how to really be friends with people.
He even looks a bit like me.
That is insulting to both of you. I don't know who should feel worse about that.
Same hair.
Yeah, you look like...
Oh, we had encounters with Cromwell. Of course he did. See, as you can see, my family's been mixing it up in the world for a long time now. We're good stock.
I feel like the next thing you're going to read is about like the Quaker genocide when the Quakers killed thousands.
Known for his love of young boys. Religious Society of Friends. He went to prison. He complained to judges about decisions he considered morally wrong, as he did in a letter on the case of a woman due to be executed for theft. Fucking, it was brutal back then, wasn't it? I love it now. Everyone's like, you just can't do anything anymore. It's like,
What did
steal a Mars
What did
bar,
she
yeah.
steal? Like a man's head?
Yeah,
like,
I know. That's not good, is it?
You are charged with theft of a head.
Yeah, yeah.
You cut off a guy's head.
He went for jail for blasphemy. Did a lot of stuff. And he had in Oliver Cromwell. They did not like each other. So there you go. That's a bit of history from me to you.
But back to this suffrager.
Mm-hmm.
Suffrage.
Yeah.
Lady.
Suffragee, yeah.
Suffragee. It wasn't suffragee.
Or a suffragist.
Suffragist.
Yeah.
Back to the gist, woman.
You get the gist, yeah.
What was her name?
Her name was Susan B Anthony.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
You probably have, in a movie.
Isn't it on Money or something?
Is she?
Is she on Money?
I don't know. I thought that was the Queen. Not anymore. Prince Charles on Money.
King
Charles.
King. That's blasphemy.
That is bad.
Again, the history of the Quaker religion is repeating itself on this podcast. A man who does not make friends is blasphemous. You need Quakerism in your life.
Yeah, I've got it coursing through my veins.
But not enough. You need a reminder.
Susan B Anthony was on a United States dollar coin minted from 79 to 81.
I knew it.
81.
That was, I've seen that coin.
Yeah. So there we go. She didn't get the vote, but she got a face on a coin. Well, she did get the vote because she cheated.
Oh, she did. Did she end up maybe I was thinking so much. She wasn't. Was she alive though?
No, this is 1872.
Was she alive when they got the vote?
Yes. Oh no, probably not. Let me have a look.
She is a very famous woman like Rosa Parks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's Rosa Parks? I'm joking. The bus. I get it.
Don't just whatever. I feel like Red. Don't speak flippantly about Rosa Parks.
I'm not gonna.
I feel like the next sentence that was going to come out of your mouth.
No.
Would
I
have
just said I
been
get
some
it.
tough editing for Jody.
Me and Bobby just looked at each other startled. Like, he's what? Is he serious?
I run a history podcast because I know who Rosa fucking Parks is, Jody. She died of heart failure in 1906, so she missed the vote. She is buried at Mount Hope Cemetery. Odd name for a cemetery, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mount Hope. She might come back. Yeah. She made a speech just before she died saying, there have been others, also just as true and devoted to the cause. I wish I could name every one, but with such women consecrating their lives, failure is impossible. Failure is impossible became a watchword for the women's movement. So there you go. Don't agree with her doing illegal things, but I agree with.
Sometimes you don't think protesters should ever do anything illegal.
I think if people say, I just don't think you should break the law.
Wow.
I'm joking. You should break the law because you end up on money.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Very cool stuff. Claude Monet. Heard of him?
As in the painter Monet.
Yes. Begins painting Impression. Sunrise, the painting that will give name to Impressionism as viewed from his hotel room at Le Havre in France. Seen the painting? It's shit.
Le Havre?
Le Havre in France.
Have you ever been to Le Havre?
Yeah, loads.
Where is it?
Le Havre, your swat.
You're so stupid.
Le Havre.
Is it Le Havre? I don't know. I'm just asking.
It could be Le Havre. I don't fucking know.
I thought you knew.
We're talking about the painting.
I thought you minored in French in university.
No, I don't know.
Why did I think that?
It's actually not a bad painting, to be honest.
Okay, what?
But I just don't get. It's with art, and it's like, oh, this is the best guy. They're never the best, are they? The good.
Well, they were the
paintings.
best at the time. It's hard to. You can't judge.
Okay, so Bobby, you're doing a dump in a toilet.
Okay.
Yeah? You look up, you see this hanging on the wall.
I don't know if they put the best paintings in toilets,
do you
right?
go, that's awesome.
But I would need to compare.
Would you ring me and go, I've just seen Genius?
Yeah, but to look at a painting, you have to compare it to what else was being made at that time.
No, Bobby, you're sat on the loo. Frank Sinatra comes on.
No, but
you'd know it was good if you'd never heard it before.
But that painting probably led to a lot of other Impressionist paintings that you think are good.
I don't think that's true.
It's like in comedy, if somebody was like, started doing like one-liners or something.
You
Maybe
can still tell they're good.
yeah,
Don
but
Rickles.
someone cannot be good but still affect.
Richard Pryor, still good.
Yeah, but like,
Michael Jackson, Elvis.
we're talking about comedy. Let's keep it to
Yeah, I
comedy.
was going to say Lenny Bruce. Obviously, he was
Yeah, like-
originated, but he's not funny necessarily.
Lenny
But he
Bruce-
still has good bits, and you can tell what it was at the time.
But Lenny Bruce wasn't very funny when he just got more and more serious, and then he died of
Can't get
heroin
arrested.
overdose. But he did affect all of comedy.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you can still
60
tell.
years later, yes. But if I just played you Lenny Bruce with no context,
Mm.
yeah, and just said, "Do you think this guy's funny?" You'd say no. So what we're missing with this painting is I'd love to know the context.
Okay, do you want to hear
Is
the
there
context?
is there a podcast you could listen to about Monet?
No,
then
listen
come
to this
back-
one. Don't get into fucking not
And then
listen
come
to.
back and report another podcast's findings about Monet.
I could do that.
And then tell me why Monet is actually important, because I don't know, but I feel like other podcasts might.
Maybe they do. I don't know. Art is about what it makes you feel, and this is what this makes me feel.
Yeah, but the history of art that's not.
But that's for losers. No one
This is-
actually.
you're a historian.
No, it's.
You're a historian.
I am not a historian.
You got a 2-2 in history from the 72nd best university in this country.
That is true.
You are a giant amongst men.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that you were in love with Monet and wanted to marry
I'm
him.
complimenting you.
Okay.
Yes, how do I feel about that painting when I look at it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, how does it make you feel?
It's fucking shit. It's an ugly
Yeah,
fucking shit
thank
painting.
you.
But
No, you're just what you've been done is you've been gaslit and poisoned by you drank the art Kool-Aid where they go, no, it's not about the painting, it's about what's around it. It's with other stuff. I know you made the point, Lenny Bruce. You can tell that's quality. You just can.
yeah, but
Like
people have already
my
told you
nephews
that.
heard Michael Jackson when they were like 2 and knew it was good music.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the Beatles, you hear it and you go, I know this is good. It's not because I'm told, it's because it's an instinct.
Yes.
Comedy, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, 40 years
What paintings? What about paintings? What paintings are good?
paintings. The one with the dog is good. I like that one.
You don't know anything about paintings.
You
You're
know
like,
the dog looking out the window?
this is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of a guy who comes up to you after a show and goes, I usually don't think women are funny, but you are a funny lady. You're that guy, except being like, this is shit art. You know what's good? I don't really.
I like tapestry, the Bayeux tapestry.
Okay.
Yeah. Harold getting the old.
I like
fucking-
that Japanese one of the guy fishing in the wave and the waves coming at him trying to get him.
I've never seen that.
Well,
I think you're thinking of the Guinness advert.
no. I think the Guinness advert's based on the fucking painting. What about that Monet painting?
I'm not off for it. I just don't. I don't understand any of this stuff.
No, but
I
you-
think that's fine. It's fine. It's not. I'd say this podcast is better than Monet's painting.
But what? No, but why are you telling me about the painting?
Because that was when he painted it. 1872 is the whole
I
format
didn't know
of
if
the
there's
fucking
more to the
podcast.
story.
No.
I thought there was something else happened. Like
No.
he painted it and it was a hit painting. He painted and everyone said it was shit. I just thought
It
maybe
was a hit.
there was a. Was it?
Yes.
Right away.
It started the Impressionism era.
Okay.
But most critics didn't like it, but the people loved it. Sound familiar? Anyway. That's just, I just thought that's interesting.
What
That-
else happened?
The Great Diamond Hoax. Have you heard of this?
I'm about to.
It's brilliant. A bunch of prospectors sold false diamonds to loads of rich people.
I really like that, and I would really like to get involved
And
in
it
that.
triggered a diamond prospecting craze in America,
Okay.
in the West. So loads of people started digging for diamonds that weren't there because these guys had sold them to fake people. They took
Okay.
fake diamonds to rich people. Yeah, it's 2 cousins, Philip Arnold and John Slack. And they reported a diamond mine. They said they'd been to a diamond mine and produced a bag full of diamonds, stored the diamonds in a vault in the Bank of California, and then just fucking sold them to rich people, made loads of money. And then, unfortunately, they were outed by geologist Clarence King. Went, this is utter bullshit.
These aren't diamonds.
These are not diamonds.
Okay.
You are going to jail.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, but then, of course, there's a dramatization about it. Mark Hamilton played investor Asbury Happendug. I don't know who Mark Hamilton is. I don't know who any of these people are.
What an inspired story. Okay. and then
Ronald Reagan acted in a TV dramatization of it.
Yeah.
The president, who was an actor.
He was.
Before. A TV actor of all things. Which at the time was as cheap as you could get. But yeah, so they just went around selling fake stuff.
So they went to jail.
Yeah, they went to jail.
Sad.
Yeah.
For the rest of their lives, or
No, I don't think so. I think 20 years. Probably died there. But yeah, that is the rest of their lives, isn't it?
So wait, can you confirm whether or not they died in
I
prison?
don't fucking know. Look, it's been a long week.
I'm just saying, scroll down to the bottom. Tell me if they died in prison.
I'll see what happened to them. I don't always have to know everything.
You don't. No one thinks you ever know anything, let alone always know everything.
They rely on it.
I can't always know everything. yeah. We're looking for sometimes know something.
He started. So he didn't go to jail.
You just said he went to jail.
Well, I assumed.
You just assumed it.
I
just
lied because I didn't know the answer, so I
You're
lied.
such a fuck.
But come on, sometimes got to do that.
Okay, you're such a fucking liar. Then what? Okay,
You were great at the live show on Friday, Bobby.
What actually happened?
So he ended up just buying himself like a massive house.
Okay, that's way better. And then?
And then he got in banking business, and then he got in an argument with another banker, and the guy shot him in the with a shotgun, shot him in the shoulder. And he died of pneumonia 6 months later, age 49.
Okay, and what about the other brother? Wasn't there two?
Died in New Mexico, 1896.
But neither went to prison.
No.
So you're so.
Well, I was put on the spot and I had to lie. I had no choice but to lie, and I'm really sorry. I'm sorry to our listeners. This is the fault of that other shit podcast that I tried to glean information out of. I had to get out of the bath to turn them off. They were that annoying. For fuck's sake. Want more stuff?
Okay. We're nearing the end. Can we have one more, baby?
Okay, this is a good one. Tichborne case. Heard of this?
Tichborne?
Yeah. It's decided in London against claimant Arthur Orton, who's convicted of perjury. So basically what happened is a family called the Tichbornes. Yes? You heard of these people?
No.
Okay. But they were a rich family.
Okay.
And they had a missing heir. No one knew where he was. Everyone went, where the hell is he? Because everyone thought he died in a shipwreck, another ship-related thing. The mother was convinced he's not dead. She said, my son is not dead, even though there was a wrecked ship and no one's there. And so she goes, he's still out there. And then this man, naughty, Lewis Orton, he pretended to be the son. Oh, sorry, Arthur Orton he's called. Pretended to be the son so he could get his inheritance.
So he just showed up and was like, yeah, I'm
Hello,
Louis.
mummy. Yeah.
Did it work?
Kind of, and then they went, you're fucking lying. And, he got done for perjury. And got a sentence of 14 years. So I know that. But this is the thing, it's like that. Do you ever watch that show where the guy turns up and, pretends to, he's like, it was fucking sad, the missing kid.
Yeah, the imposter.
The fucking Spanish guy shows
Great
up.
movie. It's that little white boy goes missing, and then this Spanish dude shows up and goes, I'm your son, and everyone's like, yeah, sure you are. And then he moves
he's got
in
a
with
Spanish accent and stuff. You're like,
the thing is,
there's questions.
well, I mean, it's implied in the movie that the brother definitely killed.
Well, because the brother's like, you're a liar, and you're like, how do you know?
Yeah, because he killed his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he? I don't know. It's a true story.
The problem with you telling me that guy went to jail is about 5 minutes ago, you told me someone went to jail.
They should have gone to jail.
And you just made that up. So
They
I
should
don't
have gone to
know
jail.
what's true at all now.
Anymore. This guy went to jail for 14 years.
Okay.
It says it here. So the mother obviously thought it was her son, which is heartbreaking because she's so devastated.
And where was this? In
this
America?
Is in England.
The worst thing you can do in any country is try to rob rich people. No one appreciates Like, no powerful person appreciates someone trying to rob another powerful person.
Well, so this kid was a butcher's son from Wapping.
Yeah.
And so he, the class system was even more rigid back then than it is now. But like, he'd have to pretend to be like, and they go, the mum was like, everyone would be like, why is he speaking like that?
Yeah.
Well, I think he hit his head and drank loads of seawater. You know? Like, I just wash up and suddenly you're just like working class. So he did get found out.
I would have rooted for him in that scenario.
Yeah. Because also,
the mom gets a new
the mum
son.
was like, I've got my son back. The family were like, he's an imposter. It's like, let her have the son and let him enjoy the fucking...
Well, I don't know about, you can't just like, if someone shows up in your family home pretending to be your dead brother, I don't know if you could just welcome them with open arms, Red.
If the mother is happy...
If mommy's happy, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Is that your family attitude?
I think, yeah. No, but you just wouldn't want to break her heart, would you?
I gotta say,
depends how much this kid is getting in the will.
if my sister disappeared and then some
Showed up. and
some other
Jody
woman
came
showed up
along
and
in a
was
wig.
like, I'm your sister, just because I wouldn't be
and
like,
your dad was like,
yeah,
oh,
sure, you're
so
my
good
new
you're back."
sister, yeah, whatever. Yeah, remember when we were growing up? Of course you don't. You're not actually my sister, but let's sit here and pretend you are.
Yeah, and are you in the will?
Yeah, she's in the will. Great, you're gonna
Yeah.
get some of my money, strange woman who's
Yeah, no, I
clearly a
agree.
deceitful, evil person.
I agree. The imposter was so dark, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was dark.
I did not know. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Jody, you kind of give me off the vibes of the imposter.
Do you think Jody would pretend to be your sister?
I think Jody wouldn't necessarily. He would go for more of an impressionist take on my sister, and by that I mean he'd wear her skin. So he wouldn't try to be her, but he'd try to look a bit like her by skinning her alive and wearing it.
What if Jody
And
turned
gluing
up-
her hair to his head and saying, I gave myself a hair transplant. Do I look pretty now? Do you want to kiss me now? I'm your sister.
Imagine if Jody became your dad's new wife.
All of these things.
On that note, I think we've solved the Mary Celeste, and we've done it again. How do we keep doing this? I don't know. The quality
really,
never dips.
What I gotta say is, please, if you want more of us, if you hear this and think, I wonder what else these people could do, sign up to our Patreon. I don't know how you can listen to this and not want more. Listen, it's this and more.
Yeah.
Patreon.
We read out your stories from moments in your year
And sometimes
and your life.
we carry on the episode because we just feel like there's more to say about the year. I really think
Also, just give us £3 and don't listen.
If
for
you
fuck's
don't-
sake, you tight piece of shit.
if you
We
don't
spend hours on this every week.
if you don't sign up to our Patreon, and we're going to stop doing the podcast. That's what's going to happen.
Yep. You want this, you pay for it.
Here, Jody, this is going to be an ad. Hey, are you enjoying the Year Is podcast? Well, guess what? If you don't sign up
We're
to our
not.
fucking Patreon, if you don't sign up to our Patreon today and give us £3 fucking pounds
Yep.
and get an extra episode every week, we're going to stop trying so hard. We're going to stop doing it. Red is going to walk away. Sign up to the Patreon now.
Yep.
And thank you to our super genius patrons, Spencer and Matthew. Thank you to all our other patrons who pay us.
Support us.
Somewhat thank you to the people who aren't patrons. We appreciate you listening, but please, we need you. Goodbye. Bye. Thank you for listening to an episode of The Year Is with me, comedian Bobby Mair, and my sometimes friend Red Richardson. This podcast has been produced by our brilliant producer, Jody VandenBurg. Thank you.